He knows everything, bringing you that heat and far. We keeping a foot on the whoop, Yeeks. We keeping a foot on the whoop, Yeeks. What's up, CJ82? Talk to us, dog. Man, listen, man. We got so many people that's coming out to explain the Mexican community fan bases and to explain boxing corruption at the highest levels. I told you guys I had a cartel dude that was on my live that was saying, yo, Cinnamon Dust of a Horchata of an Alvarez, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is going to win the fight. Here's the background. Look at him. Now we got another dude. I put it side to side. I'm about to have this motherfucker on my live to talk about fouls of corruption, to talk about the fact that the Mexican boxing community fan bases, they want to put a blind over their eyes. These are Mexicans. They know how they get down in Viva Mexico. Let me say it again. They know how they get down in Viva Mexico. Go look at Sam Watson's face. Sam Watson couldn't do shit because Sam Watson understood that he was dealing with two levels of mobsters. Las Vegas mobsters and Mexican mobsters. When you're dealing with mobsters at that highest level, that highest variation, that highest aspect, that highest degree, what do you think is going to happen? You think they're not going to put you in a precarious situation? You think they're not going to sit there and make life hard for you? This is what we were talking about. But these Rudy Poo and Plum Plum brains, classic dotes and troglodytes, ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric, they want to think that they're accepting something of reality in their faces. There's nothing of reality here. All of it is conjectured nonsense, mired controversy, paid to lose, nosedive. This is what Cinnamon Dust of a Horchata has propagated. This is what he's pushed. When you guys look at that fight tells you everything you need to know. You have Mexican fans that are telling you that Caleb Plant outboxed Canelo Alvarez. I have another one. Look at the background. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. They at least looked at the fight for what it was. The crowd being silent. Crowds don't get silent unless they are fucking silenced. Woo! What I said was so deep and profound. Let me let that marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. So hear me. Motherfucking well. Crowds are not silenced unless they are being silent. Unless they are being motherfucking silenced of the lamb. That's what was happening with Caleb Plant when he was beating Cinnamon Dust of a Horchata, when he was beating Cinnamon Toast Crunch to the punch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch had no answer. He was looking like horchata Mexican milk out there. Basically a heavy ass punching bag. He knows everything. Told you guys, when they tell you that someone has a gray night chin, that's because they're always getting hit in the fucking chin. Gray night chin is because they don't have head movement. You saw the stamina was shit. Around round 6, this man was hanging on the fucking ropes. Stamina couldn't help him. He was throwing the same punching combination over and over and over and motherfucking over again. When it's all said and done, we have to sit here and look at the cardinal rule. We have to sit here and look at the delineation, the distinction, the gulf and the separation that's associated with the Cinnamon Dust of a Horchatas, the Cinnamon Toast Crunches of the world. This is boxing corruption 101. So let's not sit here and fool ourselves. Let's not sit here and delude ourselves. Let's not sit here and act like what we've seen is not in actuality what we are seeing. This guy's corrupt. He's dealing with a corrupted situation, a corrupted system. Mexican boxing community fan bases, they know this. They laugh at this. And when you have all of these individuals tell you he's gonna already win the fight, when you have Steve Farhood have a scoring card that's so lopsided, the judges matched Steve Farhood, that means all of these people's lives were at stake here. You motherfuckers better have Cinnamon Dust of a Horchata. You better have Cinnamon Toast Crunch up on that damn scorecard. You better say that he was walking this motherfucker down, even though he was getting ring generalship the fuck up. So we went from walking someone down to getting ring generaled up. Come on, man. The same punch combination that this man was throwing every fight that couldn't land. These punches were getting parried. The side positioning, i.e. Philly shell, Floyd Mayweather defense was being used beautifully by Caleb Plant for 9 rounds. And all of a sudden, he gets tired in the 10th. When we know damn well Caleb Plant's conditioning is better than cinnamon dust of a horchata, we know damn well that Caleb Plant's conditioning is better than cinnamon toast crunch. Come on, man. Y'all boxing fans can't be that fucking stupid. Y'all boxing fans can't be that much a brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo heads. Y'all boxing fans cannot be that much of tools, man. Let's be honest here, man. Let's stop lying to ourselves and let's stop deluding ourselves with these lies, these brain full of mushing, these brainwashing, these dodo headishing.
Go ahead,
we have to be honest with ourselves and we have to tell ourselves cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth teller fashion. And what's that? That Cinnamon Toast Crunch want a pay to fucking lose. That he want a nosedive affair. And that Caleb Plant, if he wanted to get out of that fight by the skin of his skinny teeth, he had to accept the pay to lose. He had to accept the nosedive affair. He had to accept the fact that when it was all said and done, this right here was the underlying dirtiness of the sport. What Cinnamon Toast Crunch revealed to you guys is that the three-pronged monster of economics, politics, and pugilism, not only does it exist, this is the most dirtiest, the most vilest, the most corrupting, and the most ugly. And when I say ugly, I'm talking about ugliest version of this shit, man. This right here shows you why boxing is losing ground to MMA, man. The MMA got it right. They didn't rob Usman. They didn't rob Usman Kamaru. They didn't sit there and give that shit to Covington because they knew what time it was, man. They were not going to sit there and rob this dude. But when it's all said and done, this is what we're talking about, man. Fight fans don't want to be honest with themselves. They want to delude themselves. They want to be in basically what we would call the blind leading the blind into the ditch. But we're going to be here telling you guys the truth of the fact of the matter. How much information needs to come out? Sergey Kovalev was telling you guys during his fight that he was afraid of Russian mobsters. He had no choice but to take the $12 fucking million. Kathy Dubin then was like, we don't give a fuck as long as we get fucking paid. Corruption has happened to you guys over and over and over again, but you guys don't want to accept it. It's the things that make you say, It's the things that make you say, But when it was Deontay Wilder, oh yeah, man, it was Glovegate. It was cheating. Oh, so we get it. Boxing community fan bases are selective. Divide and conquer. Conquer and divide. It's only when it's selective to what they want to see it as. But we know when we're talking about Cinnamon Toast Crunch, we know when we're talking about cinnamon dust of a horchata of an Alvarez, this is the most corrupt boxer in boxing. He's from the most corrupt country. But we're going to sit here and put blinds over our eyes, wolves over our eyes, and act like we didn't see what we did fucking see. This is a travesty. This is a shame. And boxing community fan bases all alike, unless you're a real G, a super real G, and an ultimate real G out here in these boxing streets, you should be heavily fucking ashamed of yourself. I keep the foot on the Nicks. I keep the foot on the Nicks. When it's all said and done, we're going to keep telling the fucking truth here. We're going to keep revealing the cinnamon dust of a horchata for what he is. A cinnamon dust of a horchata. We're going to keep revealing the cinnamon toast crunch for what he is. A cinnamon fucking toast crunch. I keeps the foot on the Nicks. Ari keeps the foot on the Nicks. This is He Knows Everything. Checking out.